welcome back to Phone Photography Pro. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to talk about how to capture a slow waterfall or those wispy waterfalls on your phone. The first thing that you should know is the magic that makes that happen is called shutter speed. Shutter speed is opening your aperture and closing your aperture, so it's how long you're letting light in. This means you have the ability to either freeze motion or to blur motion. In the case of the soft waterfall, we want to worry about blurring motion today. In order to control shutter speed on your phone in terms of slowing it down, you are going to need to download a third-party app. I have two suggestions for you. If you have an iPhone, I would download the Slow Shutter app. I love that app. I think it's awesome, super easy to use. If you have an Android device, I would download the Camera FV5 app, which is not quite as user-friendly, but you can still pretty easily adjust your shutter speed. So go ahead and download those now, and then I'll show you what else you might need. So the second thing you're gonna need is a tripod and a mount, because when you're slowing down your shutter speed, it's going to capture any motion. And I know you might think, I can hold it really still, but you can't. Like even the tiniest amount of movement in your hands is going to blur that image. So we need total stabilization of our device in order for it only to capture the motion of the water. In terms of what to get for a mount and a tripod, I have a few suggestions linked in the description below. You can also check out the What's in My Backpack video to see all the gear that I typically use. All right, so you've got your app, you've got your gear, now you obviously have to find a waterfall. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have an abundance of waterfalls. So if you have one that you especially love, don't forget to comment below where you're from and which waterfall it is. So essentially choose your destination, make sure you have your gear, and then get out there to take the picture. Once you are on site, you want to set up your tripod and make sure that it's totally stable. I was recently on a hike at the Columbia River Gorge, and it's super windy. By windy, I mean really windy. I had to hold my tripod and I tried to get this shot of the waterfall, but because the wind was also moving the trees, like anything surrounding the waterfall was also totally blurred. So not that you can't shoot in the wind, but keep in mind that the elements are going to affect your picture, especially wind. So try to choose an area that's maybe not so windy or a less windy day. Another thing to think about is the weather as well. If it's raining, it will only affect your photo in a small way. I think your photo won't be as sharp, but still get out there, still shoot it in the rain. Like it's not gonna be a huge difference, but it's just something to think about for the future. You'll also wanna maybe have some microfiber cloths, because when you get close up to a waterfall, you'll have that splash onto your camera lens, and you wanna be sure to wipe that off in between your exposures. So once you're set up, you're gonna only want to expose from anywhere from 5 to about like 30 seconds. I've occasionally gone to 1 minute. There's gonna be some before and afters coming up here so you can see the difference between two different exposures. And it just depends on how fast the water is flowing, really. If it's like a roaring river, you're really only gonna need a few seconds. If it's a slow day, or maybe you're doing a lake, then you'll probably need a little bit longer in order to capture that soft water feel. You'll just have to see and play and see what will work for you and your phone. All right, you guys, that's it. Please comment below with your favorite waterfall and location. Feel free to tag me on Instagram if you went out and shot an awesome waterfall after watching this video. I would love to see what you guys have created. Instagram is @BethanyMcCamish. Also, for more tips, tricks, and how-tos, don't forget to head over to my blog at phonephotographypro.com. Thanks so much and have a good one.